live? Is that what you said? All right, and we're live.
Great, thank you everyone. Thanks for coming. Hopefully this meeting will be nice and short. Just pulling up the agenda. We will start item 1.1, the roll call introductions. Adam, I assume that's you?
Actually, Chad's gonna do roll call.
Okay.
Chad, you're on mute. You're still on mute.
Can't hear you, Chad.
Did you mute the computer? Because I know you were working on the team stuff. Yeah, unmute the computer. That probably won't work.
Who is that? Is that Eric?
No,
I don't think so.
not me.
All right, everybody. So when we do roll call, state your first and last name, and then which city and county you are virtually logging in from. So with that, Hackney.
Yes, Luke Hackney, East Lansing, Ingham County.
Kruger.
You're on mute, Mike.
Adam, can you hear me now?
I'm here. Ingham County, East Lansing. Thanks.
Mayor Stevens. All right. Let's see. Rosecrans.
Here and Ingham County, East Lansing.
All right. Perkins.
You're on.
Hello,
Yep.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry. Here in East Lansing, Ingham County.
Great. Ballline.
Here, East Lansing, Ingham County.
And Clark.
Here, East Lansing, Ingham County.
Great. Thank you.
Great, thank you. We can move on to item number 1.2, the approval of the agenda. If we see no objections, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Second, Mike.
We have a second for Mike. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Excellent. We can move on to communications from the audience. Is there any communication today?
No, Chair. There are no callers in the queue at this time.
Excellent. We can move on to item number 3, the business support update. 3.1, the daytime, nighttime, anytime, place project updates.
All right. Thank you, Chair. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Can you guys see the agenda? All right.
Yes.
So daytime, nighttime, anytime, place projects. Hopefully everyone's very familiar with this by now. It's been in the works for many months and it's coming to fruition. You know, we've overcome a lot of challenges, but we're still plugging away. So I just want to provide an update where we're at. If you recall, in November, the DDA had allocated $75,000 for this initiative. and then BWL gave us a $5,000 grant. That provided us with the seed money to really say, okay, this maybe will actually happen. And so we did a lot of planning and came out to just about $180,000 for the project as a whole. And so we had the $80,000 from DDA and BWL, and that left us with a $100,000 gap. And to bridge that gap, we connected with MEDC and Patronicity and launched a crowdfunding campaign. The crowdfunding campaign it's through Patronicity on their platform in partnership with MEDC. And if we meet our goal of $50,000 to raise, then we're eligible for MEDC to provide us with a $50,000 match. And then that would bridge that $100,000 gap. So I just want to give you guys an update on that.
Not a Zoom call, but I couldn't get here, so I had to pull over and log in.
We've connected with a lot of different partners on this. These are some key partners that have been instrumental in getting us this far. Just want to recognize them and the hard work they've put into it. But essentially, we've really, I was about to say narrowed down the scope, but we're looking at a 40-page document. I don't know how narrowed down it is, but we are really defining the programming. We're defining the activities, the infrastructure. This morning, we installed another 6 tables, some artificial turf, transferred a lot of infrastructure from Division Street garage to the Mac parking garage. So things are moving and they're moving fast. We're plugging away. And I just want to give you guys a little overview, a reminder, and some updates. So what you're seeing here is the budget. And so we did this in the most efficient, creative way that we could come up with, and it's in 4 phases. And so we're in phase 1 right now. And the purpose of doing it, this phased approach, is our programming, the infrastructure, everything we're planning is meant to be very flexible and adaptable. Obviously, things are changing quickly, and there's a lot of unknowns still. So phase 1, basically, if we were not to get another dollar from the $80,000 from DDA and BWL, that was it. We could implement phase 1, call it a day. However, we've already raised, I think, over $18,000 on the crowdfunding campaign. And so that takes us into phase 2. So essentially, if we reach the goal of $50,000 and we receive the $50,000 match, we're going to implement all 4 phases. If we do not, that's when we got to come back to the table and prioritize which programming and or infrastructure we want to implement with the budget that we ended up. Does anyone have any questions on the budget and the phased approach? All right. In that parking garage, so we are transforming this into a winter market. It's 43,000 square feet, well ventilated, fire suppression. We chose this location because it provides protection from the elements during the winter. Also, it's going to be a lot easier to manage the crowd, people coming and going, and counting how many people are in that facility. Excuse me. We've already gone down there, staff and some community volunteers, and painted the interior walls. We also painted the stairwells coming out of the garage. If you recall, location 2, the elevated plaza, we have 3 tables out there right now, a couple whiskey barrels. All the infrastructure is trickling in, and I'd rather not do a piecemeal approach, but we really don't have any other choice. So we're slowly going to be getting us to where we want to be with each location as far as installing the various. Here we will be installing some kind of lighting. We're looking at bistro lighting, and then or static lighting in a, I think a artistic lighting, if you will, colors, on timers, stuff like that. So we're collecting a lot of cost estimates on those right now for all 4 locations that are getting light installation. Excuse me, Division Street Garage. This is the overhang on Albert Avenue. It's a really cool space, but very underutilized. And so we're just looking to activate it. We put some turf and tables out there today. We have the chairs in-house. We just need to get them assembled and out there. There are going to be panels in between the seating sections. Again, everything's designed for social distancing. And those panels are actually, they're going to be mural walls as well. So they're going to act as a windbreaker. They're going to define your seating area, but they're also going to have art installations on them as well. We're going to have to do an RFP process to get that implemented. Ann Street Plaza, we're just going to be putting some bistro lighting in. And then, you know, with the Mac Market, the infrastructure we're using in there, we're going to be bringing outside in the spring and summer. And so we're going to, you know, prioritize where some of that can go. Maybe some of it will be installed in the Ann Street Plaza. Oop, I skipped Bill Sharp Park. Bill Sharp Park, we're just going to be putting bistro lighting in. Think of the sidewalk that cuts through the middle of the park. It's going to go along the edges of the sidewalk and walk through. In the 500 block pedestrian alley, already a really cool place. We've got 4 picnic tables out there already, 2 heaters, 2 whiskey barrels. We're going to be doing some repairs on the existing lighting. And then we're going to be extending the existing lighting by probably around 300 linear feet. In programming, so this process has been really community driven. And so we have a very broad mix of folks here. Really, these guys are coming up with very innovative programming ideas. And the intent is to get the residents to come down during this time, to have activities, ongoing activities for them, you know, not just once a month or on a Saturday, but continuously throughout the week. We want to increase that foot traffic. And here's a list of the programs we have developed so far. There's going to be more, but this is what we have so far. The displays are going into businesses this weekend. That's a partnership with the East Lansing Public Schools. And so it's going to be K through 12 artwork. Define East Lansing tile installation. So we have boxes of tiles, and in these events, at these events, we're going to have people dress them up, paint them, whatever they want to do. But the theme's going to be, what does East Lansing mean to you? And once all those tiles are completed, we're going to be installing them downtown. Downtown Underground Farmers Market. That kicks off February 14th. There's going to be 2 pop-up farmers markets per month up until May. So May will be the last farmers market this year in the Mac Garage. At least that's the plan for now. My Blank is Super incentive program. So what that is it's a Mother's Day kind of, you know, community engagement thing, photo contest, I should say. You know, what does your motherly figure look like to you? Why are they super? And like the Why I Wear My Mask program that was implemented last week, the photos have to have a downtown landmark or be shot in a downtown business. Trying to really promote and market downtown. TikTok challenge, really excited about this. I can't wait to watch some of the videos. A partnership with MSU. So they choreographed the dance, and they're going to be making like example videos, and then we're going to do a competition. And again, the competition is going to be pushed out to the community, and the videos that they shoot and do the dance with have to have a downtown landmark and or downtown business. And then incentives are, we're using the Yiffy e-gift card program. so that, you know, we're going to give someone $100, say. We want that money to come back downtown, stay local, and that program allows us to do that. And then where's Zeke Week? Zeke gave me a call last week, and he was very interested in helping out. And so we're gonna partner with Zeke, and I think Zeke's gonna be very beneficial in helping us activate some of these places, or at least getting people familiar with them, because we're gonna put some cardboard cutouts in each of the public spaces we're activating. And then we're also gonna put them in the businesses, and we're gonna rotate them. And so we'll be marketing that, and so that people may wanna come down and see Zeke, get a photo or not. And Zeke, when the time is right and COVID allows, we'll be making guest appearances at the pop-up events. These are just some, like, we created an interactive map so people can find the artwork that's being displayed in the businesses. I wanted to scroll down to one more key point. So in the budget, there's a line item, business support programming infrastructure. And so it really, this is just kind of a catch-all for, we have like the line item chains and locks in it. So we're buying, you know, 3 dozen chains, 4 dozen locks, but we're also buying these tables that you see here, excuse me, where we weren't quite sure where we're going to put them, you know, when we purchased them, but we knew we were going to use them. And so that's where these monies are going. What you're seeing here is a pedestrian link under Newman Lofts. We installed this early December, I believe, maybe November. And people, it's been a really good reaction from the public. They really are enjoying it. And so that's the type of thing you're going to see. You're going to see some of these areas that aren't even planned to be activated. We're gonna install furniture, see how it goes, a little trial and error. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we'll move on to the next location. But the really cool thing that we're looking forward to for spring and summer are these pop-up parklets. As you're well aware, public space is limited, and we're trying to keep people outdoors. So we found these parklet systems that are easily assembled and broken down, and we can use them in the on-street parking spaces to activate those spaces and help the businesses, you know, the restaurants that need the outdoor dining space. And so really that's a very 30,000-foot view. Are there any questions?
Where that noise might be coming from?
No, I was wondering the same thing, Chair.
Seems like everybody else is muted, so I have no idea. All right. I don't have a question about that. So the fundraiser, the goal is $50,000. How much does the MED? Is it like a match of $50,000 if you get $50,000?
Yeah, it's dollar for dollar up to $50,000. So if we get the 50, they're going to give us 50.
But you have to reach 50 to get anything?
To get the match, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, if we only raise 40, we keep the 40 and call it a day.
Okay. And it's February 1st?
February 10th.
Okay.
Yeah. And so actually we ended up pushing the launch date back 2 days. And when that happened, I didn't update the end date. So on the website right now, it says February 8th, but it actually will end February 10th. I'm working on getting that corrected.
Okay, great. And I don't know if everybody has it, but feel free to share it with everyone again if you'd like.
What's that?
I said you feel free to share that link out too. If
Yeah. To the patronicity, the crowdfunding campaign.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I can do that for sure.
Okay, great. Does anybody else have any questions about this?
Where is that noise coming from? All right.
What is it? What noise is it? I'm not hearing anything here, but I've nothing on in my office.
Oh,
Eric definitely went up that was unmuted.
Yeah.
I think it's coming from Luke's office, actually.
Chair, it was you.
Huh. There is nothing here.
Okay, so part of the update is I just want to let you guys know all the hard work everyone's doing around here. It is not going unrecognized. We'll be speaking on a panel tomorrow for winter cities. You know, some folks got a wind of what we're up to, and they really think it's innovative and very creative, and it's going to be very beneficial. And so we'll be on a panel, actually an international panel and a national panel to discuss what we're up to and then learn what others are doing. So it's a winter cities program, programming. It's through Michigan Association of Planning. And then MEDC is the sponsor and Michigan Main Street. So I just want to let you guys know everyone's working hard, and I think what we're coming up with has a good chance for success, and it is being recognized as so. So are there any questions with that? They're making this too easy on me. Available property listings. The only thing that's changed since the last time is on the 6th floor of the Marriott, a space got rented out. Other than that, there's been no changes.
Okay.
Any questions on this?
No. I do have an item for number 5, the community member comments discussion, but does anybody else have anything first that they'd like to discuss today?
I just wanted to say that I think it's cool that you guys are being nationally recognized and on that panel. I think that's awesome. It's a testament to all the time and effort that you guys are putting in. And I know the businesses all really appreciate it, even if they don't tell you that. So
Thanks, Mike. And next, I just hope we can see some of the benefits coming to the businesses once this all gets implemented. So we're going to continue to plug away, do everything we can to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to discuss at this time? No. I just real quickly, I just wanted to thank the staff for how hard they've been working during COVID. I understand that there's a lot of challenges. They are running into issues with people not necessarily like promptly responding to emails saying they'll be in attendance on these meetings. So I just wanted on my own accord to say, like, try to get that to them as soon as possible. I'm not saying any of you aren't. I'm just suggesting if you aren't to try to be more diligent about that. And I know that they're working hard to try to condense those emails down to like 1 or 2 emails to also make it much easier for us to be able to respond. Because I know even I'm the first to admit that it gets really, like, I get confused when I get like 3 or 4 emails, but I know they're working hard to rectify that situation.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. We're looking into how we can reduce the number of correspondences coming through because to Chair's point, I was confused today. So I'm looking through the inbox and yeah. So we get it. There's a lot of coming through your inbox, especially from us, and we're working on our side. But I think what Chair was alluding to is, you know, it'd be very helpful if you guys can help kind of meet us halfway till we get there. Not to say that you haven't, but we are spending some time, you know, trying to get responses. That's all.
I am a chronic offender, and I would love clarification on if I'm clicking the yes button in the meeting request, is that the RSVP that you're looking for, or do we need to like physically reply back that we're attending?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so the Outlook right now, my understanding is I don't believe the Zoom link comes with it, right? Yeah, and so that's why you get an Outlook invite, but then you get an email from Zoom. That email gets lost in your inbox. At least it does mine. So that's what we're working to correct if we can, to the best of our ability. And so just stay tuned. Yeah.
but the one you typically want us to respond to let you know that we are in attendance is the one that has the agenda linked in it, correct?
My understanding it has the agenda, and that one of the Outlooks come through because we just want to get something on the calendar because obviously your guys' schedules fill up quickly. And so we're trying to do that way in advance, but then things change, and so we try to get confirmation that everyone will be attending.
Right. So the short answer is yes, Kristen, absolutely. Just email them back and be like, I'm coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about
Thank
that.
you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
If you could, yeah, just because currently we don't get notified when people accept the Zoom invitations, but that's one of the things that we're working on. So yeah, again, stay tuned, but for now, if you wouldn't mind, thank you.
Yeah, and if you have any additional feedback like Kristen just had, we're all ears, because we want to make it easy on you, because I imagine the easier it is on you, the easier it is on everybody. So included. So.
Well, I don't know what's happening, but I was muted that whole time, so I don't think it was me. But either way, I don't think there's anything left on this agenda. So I'm just going to go ahead and adjourn. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Heather. You guys are doing great. And thanks for everybody for coming. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I'll see a lot of you next week.
Great. Thank you, Chair.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.